Good morning, this is Robert Mainmaker Day Trading. Today is August 15th, 2014. We're starting off trading the pre-market open. Just going to show you real quick one of my screens. Right now we're short at 1958.50 and we have a buy limit to cover that at 1955, which is close to yesterday's close. So pre-market right now we're at 1958.50 roughly. And you can see it looks like we are hitting resistance at 1958.75, and then we have a large price level at 1959.75. So that's where we're at for the open, looking for this gap to fill back down. So I'm going to pause the video here and then come back when we get a little bit more action. Okay, so we're about a minute and a half into the open, and we've hit the overnight high of 1959.5, and we're still trading about 1959.50 flat on our position. So let's see where we go from here. We have sideways price action, down on the MACD and down on the squeeze. So looking for it to go towards the downward direction. So pause it again and we'll come back in a couple minutes. Okay, so we're in for the first 5 minutes of the market open and still chopping sideways. Got a couple ticks of gain, looking for it to punch downwards, and it's starting to go a little bit lower now. Definitely some major chop between 1957 and 1959. So we'll pause it here, see where we go. Okay, so we're about 10 minutes into the open and sitting here about 1958. Looks like the bears are defending the overnight high of 1959.5, and we are now heading towards the downside. And another good market indicator of the short term is the NYSE tick, and we are going negative right now, looking for that to go much further lower. So right now it's watch the tape, sit on hands, 1957.50, and we have our limit sitting in there at 1955 even. So we'll pause it again here and see which way the market goes. It's all about probabilities, and probabilities are pointing downwards. Okay, so here we go. It's about 9:43 Eastern and we are still going lower. Click here on our pointer and you can see first resistance is going to be to punch through this 1956 level. Going over towards the ticks, we started off bullish and we are now running towards the downside, but still above the zero line. So in order to break through that 1956, we need ticks to hammer lower and see where we go from there. Pause the video again and we'll see if we can get filled. Okay, ticks are now negative, punching down lower to 1956 quarter. Need to break through this 56 level with some much lower ticks to see if we get filled. So market looks like it's turning after that overnight high was defended by the bears. I'll pause the video here for a minute. So just over 15 minutes into the open, and we are holding here at 1956 half. Bears look like they are, bulls look like they are defending that 1956 half level. Little concern with the Keltner channel and Bollinger Band squeeze right here that we might just be bouncing sideways since it's options expiration. Right now, depth of market is a little favored towards the downside. So we'll pause the video and see where we go from here. Ticks are still a little bit negative. So right now, still 1956.75, chopping around sideways, a little bit negative on the ticks, and I'm going to pull this window over. You can see the volume here at the different contract prices, and it looks like we have some volume stopping here at 1956.50. So we may move our buy target up to that, see if we can get filled on that. So let's wait here a minute. A little concerned with all this sideways chop. Think it might be bouncing back up higher. Right now we're still at the zero line on the ticks, so See if we can get back down to 1956.50. Gonna pause the video here for a second. Still looking sideways to lower here. Ticks are still hovering around 0. Neither the bears or the bulls are getting paid for their efforts this morning, so still sitting on hands waiting. Find it hard to believe that we're not going to test this 1956 level from 9 a.m. Eastern, but we'll see. Sit on hands, patient and wait. Be back in a minute. Okay, we're going to finish up the video here. We're going to reset the target 1957 quarter, and we'll post it tonight. So catching up from this video on Friday, we shorted 1868.50, and we should have had a target in place to the downside, but unfortunately I moved it up, and sometimes that happens. Just a lesson, and stick with your targets and your instincts. Would have had a nice profit from 58.5 down to a possible low of 37.25, about a 10-point rip. So that's why you always trade more than one contract and stick with your targets and your stops. Good luck. Hope it helps. Hopefully you can make it rain today. See you on the next video.